The recent confirmation that North Korean troops have entered the conflict in Ukraine to support Russia has heightened global tensions and intensified discussions among international leaders. Up to 12,000 North Korean soldiers are reportedly joining Russian forces, sparking concerns about how their involvement could shift the conflict's trajectory and deepen the security risks in the Asia-Pacific region. The U.S. and South Korean leaders have urged North Korea to withdraw, warning that its forces will surely return in body bags if they engage in combat against Ukrainian forces. This escalation marks a significant alliance-building step for Russia, which has been looking for new avenues of support. As the Ukraine war enters a prolonged phase, the deepened cooperation between Russia and North Korea has been symbolized by recent arms agreements and now this controversial deployment. North Korea's alliance with Russia is alarming for several reasons. For one, it not only brings another nuclear power directly into the conflict, but also reflects a shift towards more assertive foreign policy moves from North Korea. Despite international sanctions and concerns, U.S. officials have condemned this decision, and the U.S. Defense Secretary, along with his South Korean counterpart, has called for immediate North Korean withdrawal from the front lines in Ukraine. Experts are debating the practical impact of these North Korean troops. While North Korea is contributing thousands of soldiers to bolster Russia's depleted ranks, some analysts argue that this reinforcement may not significantly alter the balance of power, as logistical challenges, political control issues, and the risk of defections among North Korean troops could all limit their effectiveness on the battlefield. Nevertheless, their presence symbolizes a dramatic geopolitical statement. North Korea's public alignment with Russia in an active conflict against a sovereign nation has drawn new lines of allegiance in the international arena, a move that has not been seen since the Korean War era. South Korea has voiced deep concerns that North Korea's involvement could prompt further regional instability, especially if North Korea leverages its military collaboration with Russia to gain access to advanced technology for its weapons programs. This situation, South Korean officials suggest, could lead to new advancements in North Korea's tactical nuclear capabilities, long-range missiles, and reconnaissance systems, all of which would heighten the existing tension on the Korean peninsula. Seoul has already expressed hesitation to directly supply Ukraine with weapons, fearing that this could escalate the situation further with North Korea. The U.S. stance on this issue is becoming more defined, with a strong message of deterrence against any North Korean action that would support Russian advances. President Biden has stated that Ukrainian forces are free to use U.S.-supplied arms to defend themselves against any threat crossing into Ukrainian territory, including North Korean forces if necessary. This endorsement reflects the West's support for Ukraine's right to self-defense amid evolving threats, even as North Korea's involvement brings a new level of complexity to the conflict. For the Ukrainian forces, this new development means facing an adversary beyond their traditional opponent in Russia. Ukrainian military commanders have reported that small contingents of North Korean troops are already present in the Kursk region, near the Ukrainian border, where they are expected to engage in combat. However, it is unclear how North Korean forces, possibly inexperienced in modern European-style warfare, will perform or integrate with Russian units already facing high casualties. Ukrainian officials remain resolute, continuing to adapt strategies and calling on international allies for support in the face of a possibly prolonged conflict. This unfolding situation has set off ripples throughout the global diplomatic sphere, with the United Nations monitoring the deployment closely and allies like Japan expressing serious concerns. If the conflict intensifies, the international community could face more difficult choices about interventions, sanctions, or support for either side. In summary, the entry of North Korean forces into the Russia-Ukraine conflict presents a troubling new chapter, underscoring the complex and far-reaching nature of this ongoing war. The world watches with apprehension, uncertain of how this new alliance might shape the future of international relations and security in both Eastern Europe and the Asia-Pacific. Stay subscribed for more videos.